And welcome back to another lesson, question tags. What are question tags? Question tags are short questions that we add to the end of a statement. They are useful in everyday conversation for checking information or seeking agreement from the person you're speaking to. Think of them as friendly little nudges that invite someone to confirm what you have just said or to engage in conversation with you. For example, you're coming to the party, aren't you? The main statement is you are coming to the party, and the question tag is aren't you? The golden rule of question tags: positive plus negative, or negative plus positive. The positive statement: when your statement is positive, your question tag must be negative. For example, she is happy, isn't she? And the negative statement: when your statement is negative, your question tag must be positive. He isn't late, is he? This opposite pattern is the fundamental rule that governs all question tags in English. Once you master this, you're halfway there. How to form question tags? You have to identify the auxiliary or modal verb. Look for helping verbs like is, are, have, can, will, should in your statement. Number two, if there is no auxiliary, use do, does, or did. If there is no helping verb, use the appropriate form of do based on the tense. Number three, match the subject with a pronoun. Replace the subject with the correct pronoun in your tag. And finally, apply the opposite rule. Make it negative if the statement is positive, or positive if the statement is negative. So, for example, they have finished, haven't they? Or you like pizza, don't you? There are some special cases and exceptions. Every rule has its exceptions. Here are the tricky cases you need to remember. The I am exception: with I am, we use aren't I, not am I not. For example, I am invited, aren't I? Or let's statements. For suggestions starting with let's, use shall we. For example, let's go to the cinema, shall we? Or imperative commands. Commands use will you or want you. For example, open the window, will you? And negative words, words like nobody, nothing, never, count as negative. So they take positive tags. For example, nobody called, did they? Also, there's an important thing called intonation. The way you say a question tag changes its meaning completely. Your voice pattern tells the listeners whether you are seeking confirmation or genuinely asking. For example, we have the following intonation: you accept agreement and are quite certain. It's called today, isn't it? The voice goes down. You are fairly sure it's called and expect the listener to agree with you. Also, we have the rising intonation. You are uncertain and genuinely checking. For example, you are coming, aren't you? The voice goes up. You're not sure if they are coming and need confirmation. There are some examples to remember. First, positive statement: she can swim, can't she? Using the modal verb can in both parts. In the first part, it's positive, and the second part, it's negative. Number two, negative statement: they don't like apples, do they? Using do because there is no other auxiliary. And we have the present perfect: you have seen it, haven't you? Using the auxiliary have in the tag. And finally, we have the past simple: he went home, didn't he? Using did for past tense without auxiliary. Now, it's practice time. It's your turn. Fill in the blanks with the correct question tags. Think carefully about whether the statement is positive or negative and which auxiliary verb to use. Write your answers down in the chat box. Now stop the video. Now you can check your answers from number 1 to number 5 and tell me how many did you get correct. And finally, why use question tags? We use it to check information politely. which allows you to verify facts without sounding too direct or aggressive. They soften your questions and make them more conversational. Number two, you have to encourage, or it encourages conversation. They invite the other person to respond and engage, making your speech interactive and keeping the conversation flowing naturally. Also, it makes you sound more natural and friendly. Native speakers use question tags constantly. Mastering them will make your English sound more fluent, authentic, and approachable. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Good luck.